Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cooper. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Out of the gun to give to the back. And some room to work. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. To call what Indiana did last year a renaissance is an insult to all renaissances everywhere. It was complete resurrection. A losing program that got 11 wins and went to the playoffs.
Coach Cignetti has just galvanized this entire program. And all of a sudden, after only 1 year, the expectations are different. Could it ever happen, David? Could this team get back to the playoff again?
It was one of the biggest stories in college football. Everybody kept talking about, does Indiana deserve to be there? And now another year further down the road, going to the transfer portal again, not having the new coach with the connection to JMU, this Indiana team can still be fun to watch and still prove a lot of people wrong.
Rides the back on the option to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. At the 20. Touchdown Ducks! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Coming out with it, it's Morris. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Fires to the right. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Moore to the air. A little release to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Ducks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it set up on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
And the Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Cooper. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. You saw that right there.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Time Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And to open the second quarter, they'll start with a field goal drop. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, they blocked the kick.
Hey, man, it's hard to execute field goals in this rain anyway. You're worried about the snap and you're worried about the hole, but that time they just overwhelmed the line up front and were able to block that kick. That is a huge play.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Moore will throw. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
It's low. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He's got an open man.
Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Ducks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. It's Hughes. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The give to the lone running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Moore to the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Oregon! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out.
Oh, they blocked it. Now he can return this.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Backed up now, here's second and long. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Caught over the middle, it's Cooper. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Hemby. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Hoosiers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Moore will throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, and watch out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Unloads quickly. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Moore to the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. No good. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Indiana.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On third down, he drops to throw. On target to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mendoza. The safe call on the wide receiver screen.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Morris. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw again. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
That's caught. It's Cooper. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Indiana! A great catch and run for 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 17 over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Moore will throw. Oh, they're after him! And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. They'll leave it with him. Finding an escape route. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hoosiers will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll start this third quarter with a run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll pull it on the read. QB got it himself. At the 45 on his way. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 34. Here they come again. The Ducks and their one-man band at quarterback just slicing up this defense.
Man, and those one names have been so good. Mariota, Herbert, Dixon, you go back, these guys, they always find great playmakers at the quarterback spot who can make big plays.
And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the tight end. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Fires to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on 4th down. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cooper. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a crease to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Quickly complete. The Hoosiers will have a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter where this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. With the catch, it's Williams. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the...
There he goes! And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab down the middle. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a simple pitch and catch. That's called a stick route. It's a real quick out route in the middle of the field. The tight end's able to make the catch. Nice play.
He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 21 over Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
To the ground to try to move the chains. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Step of this drive comes from their own 44. Moore to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Benson. Makes a grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Four wide out set, two on either side on 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Wide open downfield. At the 40, there he goes. Drills him with the stiff arm. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. It's in the tight end in motion. Moore will throw. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Finds his man, it's Hemby. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and add the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The sure hands, it's Hemby. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
That's now the second missed field goal for this guy. You have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Moore to the air. Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's low. Jumped on top of the pile.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He'll ride his man on the option. The offense coughs it up. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Slings it downfield. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up 4th down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Pulls and fires complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll run it to the right side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
How about the job by this defense, though? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He's got great speed. Will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
He did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
To the air on 1st down. There's the pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. These corners backing off a bit. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And with 4 seconds left, this one to save the game and send it to overtime. Never a doubt. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We'll get it started here in overtime. The give on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle.
Touchdown, Oregon! They strike first here in overtime.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. No interest in another overtime. They'll go for 2 and the win. Off the play fake. They did not get it, and they'll lose the game by 1. Pushed all the chips to the middle of the table in overtime, and it did not pay off. They're not going to mess around. They'll go for 2 and the win right here. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. Takes a snap, wants to throw. They didn't make it. Pushed all the chips to the middle of the table for the 2-point try, and they get nothing. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.